all the non-BJP parties, I think 21 or 23 parties met Chief Election Commissioner regarding the EVMs issue. Many issues, sir, for the past 4 years, it's a growing unrest among the non-BJP parties to take back the EVMs and bring back the ballot paper. How to look at this issue? CEC had, of course, made it, clarified the issue that they are not going to bring the elections with ballot paper again.
But the unfortunate thing is this unrest comes only when you lose the elections. When you win the elections, you don't talk about EVM tampering.
True.
Congress party says EVMs are tampered in Telangana, but not in Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh. Chandrababu Naidu said EVMs were tampered in 2009 and likely to be tampered in 2019, but were not tampered in 2014. KCR said that EVMs can be tampered in 2009, but now he says they are foolproof, nothing can be done with EVMs. BJP said EVMs are tampered in 2009. Now they say they are perfectly alright, nothing can happen. So the problem is not with the EVMs, the problem is the acceptance of the political parties that they are not that they are not acceptable to the people. But I am not telling that EVMs there are no problems, they are malfunctioning with the EVMs. But as of now, it has not been technically established that EVMs can be manipulated, and it is a figment of imagination to think that in such a vast nation, all the EVMs can be manipulated. It's just not possible. Assuming that even if it is technically possible to manipulate, my assessment is it can be possible if possible. I'm not sure whether it's possible or not.
Okay.
Or it can be possible in a couple of places, but not in the entire country, so that the very mandate can be subverted. This is the point one. Point two, but however, the confidence of the electorate in democratic process is essential. Whether it is possible or not, that is a different question. Now when the more than 20 parties are making noise, and there are serious apprehensions, because there are electoral rolls are faulty in our country, EVMs do not function, the EVM replacement rate is fairly high. So given this kind of a doubt, it is always better to clear the air, because unless the people have the confidence in the democracy will not survive. So my point is, the free and fair elections, it is not just enough to conduct free and fair elections. You need to seem to be conducting also. Justice should not, justice to be delivered or justice seem to be delivered also. That's more important. So therefore, something should be done to clear the doubts about the EVMs. So what can be cleared? You can't go back to the ballot paper just because somebody has a doubt.
True. And
that too unverified doubt. So just it's a speculation as of now. So the London Hangama recently by Syed Sujar, someone else, proved to be a damn squid. So therefore, what can be done? Well, when you can't go back to ballot paper for whatever may be the reason, to infuse confidence in the process of electronic voting machines, the VVPAT machines have been introduced as per the judicial orders. So, voter verifiable paper audit trail. What does it mean? A voter can see his vote printed, and the printed vote also gets collected in a box. So, why are we placing VVPAT machines? VVPAT machines are not placed there for an ornamental purpose. They are placed to create confidence in the people. Now, the existing rule says randomly one polling booth in the entire constituency will be picked up, and it will be verified with the VVPAT machines. My point is, what is wrong if you verify more VVPAT machines? Well, the opposition parties are asking for 50% of the VVPAT machines to be counted. Well, that may be a massive exercise. Or else the opposition parties are also stating that if the lead of the winning candidate is around 5%, VVPAT machines should be counted. Well, I am not exactly agreeing with the 50% or 5%, but in principle, nothing wrong in counting VVPAT machines in a much larger scale, so that the people's confidence in the process of elections and process of electronic voting machines will be established. So it doesn't cost much. What is the cost involved in it? You require few counting staff to count the VVPAT machines. The results may take a couple of days time. In fact, you and me will have a nice time to discuss for two days. Now what's happening is television channels hardly have 2 hours of live telecast and everything is over. So you'll have a more suspense for 2 days. So nothing else will happen. Only you have to pay for the counting staff and also wait for two days. So that can be possible. What is wrong in counting VVPAT machine? The moment you do this exercise for a couple of elections, obviously there will not be any demand also.
Yeah.
So once it is verified, people get confidence in it. So the which VVPAT machine should be counted should also be picked up by the random on the spot, so that nobody knows which VVPAT machine is going to be counted. So this creates a possibility for increasing the confidence of the electorate in the democracy process. And even if there is a technically possible way of tampering with EVMs, nobody will do that, because obviously even if you do it, you will be caught, because it will be verified against the VVPAT machines. So therefore, I think the demand of the opposition parties to count VVPAT machines is justified. However, Election Commission of India can sit with all the political parties and decide on the quantum of VVPAT machines to be counted. Quantum can be discovered. In principle, we will have to accept the request of the opposition parties.
Sir, are the opposition parties only doubtful about the EVM machines and all, or the people of India, people of the country, or people of various states are really worried about the EVMs?
Well, when political parties are obviously represent the people, you do not have a mechanism to really understand what the people think. So India doesn't have a system of plebiscites or referendums.
Yeah.
In fact, the world over also, there is no unanimity on electronic voting machines. There are countries which have gone back to ballot paper also. So internationally, there is no uniform or opinion on the EVMs. So when there are doubts by the 20 political parties, they also represent the people. It's not the ruling parties that represent the people. In fact, the opposition do represent the people. They also got votes. So opposition also got. In our country, hardly ruling party get 30-35% vote. 65% of the people do not vote for their party in power. So obviously, the political parties which represent the electorate, their voice need to be heard. So that itself is a representative democracy.